deposit date was 4/14, well, here it's the 19th and we still don't have it, so. Before the old process, when they would fax it to us, we would call up and call it down ourselves, direct deposit it into our account. And so when I did it, it was done. Now they give you an estimated date and.
So you're out of control is what. Well, page 10 is the first one I got scribbled on. What page are you on, Jason? County clerk?
The page before page 10.
I think it's
This,
on
yeah,
there.
okay.
And
It's the
then
same.
the check is in the mail.
Flip her to page 10 one time, girl. I'll show you what I did. Might as well pull that out and lay it beside that way you can get an idea. Okay. I looked up the inflation rates from 2006 to 2015. And I pulled out a 2006 budget. At the top of the page with the handwritten notes, 2006 total budget for the county clerk's office was $117,746. I took that times I adjusted it for inflation, is what all these different years in different amounts are. So at the end of 2015, adjusted for inflation, that budget would have been $143,288. She's not that far off, really. She's showing, the proposed 2016 budget before I did all this was $148,104. So a difference of $4,816. The reason I wanted to show you all this is to show, just like a couple of weeks ago.
Plane hitting us right now.
Well, it would solve our courthouse problems.
We got a new story.
Silver, you gotta look for the silver lining, don't you? What a Debbie Downer over here. I wanted to show way in the dust. Does that make sense? A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the U.S. Census and the population growth in the county. We have roughly 3.9% more what I call taxpayers, the ages 18 to 74 in 2010 than we did 2000, and our budget is substantially more. So we have basically close to the same amount of taxpayers paying 50, 70, 80% more. Well, the budget is 50, 70, 80% more, so somebody's got to be paying it. I'm going to call those people the taxpayers.
May I ask a question?
You may.
How am I supposed to send all the bills out, just the bills, for $100 a year?
I actually just throw them in there for shock. That's where your shock factor come from. Oh, if you will look, I believe I left the salaries the same, and the reason I did that is because that's the first thing that any office holder has ever mentioned when we talk about budgets. Am I right, Ted? I mean, man, let's be blunt. Nobody wants to see anybody lose a job or get laid off. It's just math. There's no reason to be afraid of it. It's just math. The rest of these numbers I just threw in there just strictly to make the math add up to the 143,288. The bottom right hand column, I'm such a friendly guy, that's the only column I want. Everybody, I mean, fill the rest in, the office holders could fill the rest in where they want them, with the exception, I guess the official salaries can't be changed because that's set by law.
Some of these salaries the board set, some are set by law.
Well, that's true.
But it's already,
Yeah,
you're right.
they're already established, so they can't be changed at this
Correct.
point.